Welcome to the exciting and new mini podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
I'm Dana.
And I'm Mike.
What's up, Mike? Welcome back.
Thanks.
I didn't watch much this week, but I did watch the new special, Keith Robinson special on Netflix called Different Strokes. Keith had 2 strokes in real life. That's what the name of the special is about. If you can get past a little bit of stroke talk, because he has that sound of voice,
Yeah.
you know. But other than that, it was a great special. He did really well. I liked it a lot.
Do I know him? I don't.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn?
Yeah,
he was
sure.
one of the regulars on there.
Oh,
Keith
was he?
Robinson.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
That's
he's an
going back a long ways.
African American
Yeah,
guy.
okay, I think I know
but
what you're
he
talking
came
about.
up with all those guys like Jim Norton, Bobby Kelly, you know, Nick DiPaolo, all those guys. So
I saw that. Like, there's a bunch of comedians going over to the Vatican to meet with the Pope.
Yeah.
Like Brewer and.
Oh, no, it's Stephen
that.
Colbert, Chris Rock,
I wouldn't call comedians then.
Tig
Rock.
Notaro.
When he said Stephen Colbert and Tig Notaro, I said it's 2 pieces of shit.
Conan O'Brien, Jimmy
Fallon,
I like
maybe.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
It's some kind of like cultural
They're going to do comedy in front
thing.
of the Vatican. That's
I don't
it.
know.
I hope it fails, and I
Gonna
hope they
meet at the
fucking.
Pope.
Why? Tig Notaro.
Tig Notaro.
Notaro.
That's the woman, right?
Yeah.
Why do you hate her so much?
So I don't think she's funny.
She's not funny at all.
But why are you so angry about it?
Because I think that because they take these people that are not funny and they put them out there like Rob Riggle, another guy that they put up and they
Not
think
funny.
he's so
Rob
fucking
Riggle.
funny.
You know him. He's in everything.
not funny.
He was in
Just because you talk
like
loud
Step
doesn't make you
Brothers
funny.
And
I think I know
Hangover.
who
He's the
you're
guy who
talking
says
about.
in your face.
he's the cop in Hangover.
Hangover.
Which actually, the amount of time he's in Hangover is
perfect.
perfect. He's
Rob
like
Riggle.
Is he a
3 minutes.
stand-up comedian or just an actor?
I think he did some
stand-up.
stand-up, but not
Yeah.
like a regular
But
stand-up.
he is
He's
terrible.
more-
And then Fox got him to be on the Sunday morning show. He was doing like the football pregame show with Terry
okay.
Bradshaw and all those guys. And they were like going to him and getting his opinion on games. I'm like,
And he was not
I
funny.
will
Yeah.
be turning this off until they get rid of him. And it's been like 3 years since I don't.
Usually
I don't
they
even
get
know if he's
a new person every couple of
I don't know if
years.
he's on.
Was
or
it
not, 'cause
Caliendo was getting too expensive?
Oh my god, he's another one. Frank Caliendo. I can't fucking
Oh,
stand.
I remember him from Mad TV,
But
right?
there's one impression that he does
of
over and
John
over.
Madden,
But
right?
Everybody
But he does it the same thing. It's always
impression.
and then,
Really?
then he does this person and it's John Madden, but he just does it this way.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm taking my John Madden.
Didn't
and now
he for a
I'm
while
making
do
it
George
De Niro.
Bush? Wasn't he the George Bush
he
impressionist
probably does
for a
Bush
while?
for a while, yeah. But nobody
yeah.
can beat Dana Carvey.
Well,
you know
no,
what I mean?
no, not that George Bush.
Most
the
people that do
other
George Bush,
W.
they end up doing Dana Carvey's
Wow,
version
yeah,
of Bush.
that's,
Or they end up
that's a
doing-
lot of weight.
Yeah,
I
you end up-
think I remember seeing something about with like people doing impressions and like people don't do Christopher Walken. They do whoever came up with
Kevin
the first
Pollak's Christopher
right.
Walken,
They do Kevin Pollock's Christopher Walken. That's all anybody
Yep.
does now. So yeah, that's Anyway, I mean, I don't know even why I brought it up. I guess just because you were talking about comedians,
Yeah.
and I saw that today that they were bringing a bunch of people over.
Doesn't sound like it'd be fun or anything. I mean, like,
Oh, I mean, who even cares? I mean, it's
Yeah.
the dumbest thing.
what kind of jokes are you going to tell the Vatican?
I don't
Just
know.
like-
But it's not a comedy show.
that's what I said. Is he already going over to do comedy?
No,
he said
they're
yes.
going over for some kind of it's like some kind of convention conference of some sort.
So the Vatican's
Pope?
putting on a convention for comedy? Yeah, I can't wait to hear those specials.
The Pope's going to spew all his homophobia.
Oh my
Because
god!
apparently, after he got busted for saying that, he said it again. Like
Whatever
a week
he
later.
said,
Yeah.
did they ever say what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
He said the F word
Yeah, in the Italian version of
with
that.
a Y at the end.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but then
Well,
he
doesn't
said
that make it
But
okay?
he also
Nah, but
this
he
is
said,
the same
he said
guy
it was okay
though.
because he said it in a room where a bunch of the people were gay, so it was okay to use that. He felt. And I guess is he
Isn't
gay?
that like the
Because
N-word?
if he's gay, you could say it too,
As long
right?
as you have enough-
Well-
Because that's how
Black people
that's
rather
how
than
South
say-
Park put it.
Especially when you have a bunch of.
South Park when they had the Jimbo and
yes.
he said you could say it if you are
If
gay,
you're
but
gay.
and then he said it and he thought he was going to get beeped, but he didn't. He said it so he
Everybody
made him
looked
he
at
was
him
gay.
and
Jimbo,
they're
was
like,
gay,
yeah. That's interesting.
the only time that's approved is if a bunch of Harley guys are driving through your town going. Brr, 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 brr. Then you
That's
can say
another
that word.
another word.
That's South Park.
They said that the guys riding it, instead of making they were saying the F word.
Oh my god!
That was a funny
That was a great episode. I mean, I didn't.
That's all I watched.
What did we do? We were here Sunday, so it's only been a couple days, and
Thursday,
I know that Brat's special comes out tonight, I
Yeah,
think, right?
yeah,
today.
I really
Today,
want to
yeah.
watch that. I was reading.
I believe
The what special?
Brats.
It's
on the Brat Pack.
Pack, Andrew McCarthy
I thought you were
documentary.
okay. I was
Not
thinking of a
the
different
Brat
Brat.
Pack.
I was like, what
I
the
also
hell?
think the boys started today or tomorrow.
The boys
It
started today. They
does, I
dropped 3
think.
episodes today.
Yeah.
And House of Dragons this Sunday.
And tomorrow, Monkey Man gets dropped on Peacock.
Okay.
What's Monkey
okay.
Man?
It's a movie. It's
It's
been up a little bit.
with Dev Patel. It's kind of like John Wick, only more
Oh,
violent.
okay.
It's more violent, they said?
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
Is this a sequel or is it like the
No,
first one?
it's the first one.
Okay.
He wrote and directed it and stars in it.
All right.
I was reading the article on why Judd Nelson and Molly Ringworm aren't on this Brat Pack special.
Oh, they're not in it at
Everybody
all?
else is like it's
Well, who
it's like
cares?
Amelia West, and I said you got to get Molly Ringworm. because
Wasn't it
it's like-
Andrew Ridgely's the one? Or not?
Andrew
It's a different
McCarthy.
McCarthy. Andrew Ridgely's from Wham.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he's got like Ali Sheedy and Amelia
But
West.
Andrew McCarthy, I think, is the one who did it.
Okay.
He was the one who
So-
and he went and interviewed everybody.
They're
Right.
in it, but they're not talking in it. They're not like
he's
there's
interviewing
images,
them.
but they're not interviewing. No, I mean
He's-
Molly Ringwald.
I think she's got like archival footage because they
And
couldn't
that's
get
it.
her now because she's too big. I don't know.
I don't know what she's
I've
doing.
always
I don't
disliked
think
her.
she
so.
couldn't have taken out a couple hours just to talk to him. I don't think
Yeah.
you need that
What's
much
she
time.
doing?
Yeah.
What's she
What's
doing?
Judd Nelson
I
doing?
told you
Yeah.
what Molly Ringwald did. The last thing I think she did was that Truman Capote series.
okay.
That,
oh,
was,
she
that
was
Ryan
in that?
Murphy did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was one of the ladies that sued Truman Capote.
Okay.
Right? Is that what it was?
Something
bunch of
about
ladies
that,
sued
yeah.
him
She was
or
also
whatever.
in Riverdale. She was Archie's mom.
Oh, she was a
still on?
regular on that?
I
That's
don't
still-
know if it's
No,
still on.
I don't think so.
She was a regular?
Semi-regular.
But, like, she was, like, yeah,
Luke
recurring,
Perry
yeah.
was his dad, so they were separated, but they were, supposed to
Yeah.
be the parents.
They were
so
separated whether they needed
a
him to
couple
be or not.
episodes here, a couple episodes there, this, not, and then, But I don't know if that's still on. Michelle and I both watched it for
I know,
a couple
Michelle
seasons, and
always
it
talked
went,
about it.
all of a sudden, they were getting, like, superpowers, and it turned into some and we were both just like, no, absolutely
CW will
not.
do that to you.
They will.
Man, that sounds terrible.
And sometimes it works, but it did not work for the show.
That sounds
Yeah.
like something I'd almost wish I was watching so I could get so stupid angry about how
Yeah.
they
Go
changed
watch
it
The
because I
would.
Acolyte.
like.
Didn't you say that happened?
What's that?
The Acolyte. You can watch that one.
Oh man, I heard about this third episode that dropped today.
Really?
My God, yeah. I
Was it
just
like take a major turn?
Yeah,
Did you
like-
watch the first two?
I
Did you end up watching
and
it?
I hated it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was just like, this is not.
That was
I
one of
said,
his
this is not-
non-Rex
This is
last week.
not.
Yeah.
This show's not for me.
This is
Okay.
not my Star Wars.
In this one, I felt like, wow, do they even know what Star Wars is? But I don't want to get into why it's not
Yeah.
my Star Wars, but it's not my Star Wars.
Okay, yeah.
As a straight white male, it's just not for me
Did you watch
anymore.
anything this week?
Just the Phillies were on a couple nights, and we watched them both nights. Not really, but I have a confession to make because I was going over I was posting all the podcasts yesterday afternoon. I had to post Repo Man. No,
That's out already, isn't it?
yeah. Shit. What did
Look
we do?
right there. Star Trek 3. You can just look right
Star
there.
Trek 3, the one with Danny. Oh, Pope of Greenwich Village, Red Dawn,
All right
Star Trek
there.
3. And when I posted Star Trek 3, I looked at it and I'm like, that seems like just a short episode. I'm like,
It
what's
was a
going
short
on?
one, 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, but it cut off after like 28 minutes. I listened to the end of the file and just stopped. I'm just like, what happened? And then I looked at the memory card, totally filled. I'm like, oh shit! Like it just stopped.
So
while
we're gonna
in
have
the
to
middle.
redo it today?
No,
Is that what you're?
We're not
Wait,
redoing
which
this.
movie was this?
Star Trek 3. So basically, it cut off like the last 15 minutes of the Star Trek 3
So
episode.
it doesn't have our scores.
I'm going to post it as is, and I'll just put our scores in the write-up and stuff like that, but I'm not reposting it. Or
Yeah.
we're not re-recording it, because who even knows exactly where it cut
You could
off? We'd have-
save it
we'd have
and
to
use it
listen
as
to
like
again.
one of those ones that at the end of the year
No,
where just for
I'll post
filler.
it. I'll post it, and I'll just be
I
like,
mean, just
here's
as a
Star
full
Trek
week,
3.
so this way we can give them a full episode. You know,
What, you want to redo it?
we need not to redo
Oh.
it. We released that the way it is.
Oh, okay.
But we released another one that week as well.
Okay, that's fine.
I was
We can
saying
do
we
that.
released 2 that week.
You're,
I mean,
you're going to release this that
This
week.
one's going to release. I mean, we can.
this one,
Yeah.
I don't know when we're releasing it.
Well, yeah, this is like already
This will be part of our-
July.
this is part of our
8th
summer,
or something
yeah.
like that. We're into July already with the ones that we haven't actually
can.
released yet. Yeah, in the can. Thank you.
And I picked my 5. You picked your 5. You got to pick your 5, and then
Andy never posted which 5 he wanted.
his were highlighted.
Oh, you
Yeah.
highlighted yours. Okay.
That's why I was like, oh, he took teachers, so
All
I had
right.
to take that one off. I went in and saw it afterwards.
What are these top 5 you don't want to do?
No, just the ones out of the
What's
1984 movies that are left, minus Halloween, minus Christmas. We had like something like 18
Yeah.
weeks or something.
Listen,
like
and
that.
I looked at the list, I already know that I'm gonna not like any of them. They all
that's
look
Supergirl for her.
horrible.
I left that for
All
her, too.
look horrible. I'll pick Supergirl. I probably won't like that either. I haven't seen it in
Let me tell
35 years.
Let me tell you, I saw Supergirl when it was in the theater 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was 12.
Yeah.
I thought it was dumb then. As a 12-year-old, this movie insulted my intelligence.
I think I liked it because Helen Slater was in it, and I liked her.
That was Billie Jean.
And she was Billie Jean. I love that movie. I cannot wait till we get to it.
When's that, next year?
I don't know.
No, a
that
couple
happened
years. I
already.
think.
Really? That
yeah.
far away?
No,
Oh,
Billie
okay.
Jean's a later.
Was that a
Is
TV
it?
movie or was it a real?
No, it was a regular movie.
I remember those
Yeah.
ads for the
Oh my
Legend
God.
of
Billie Jean.
I've seen it minimum 50 times. Like, I had it recorded back when I used to have a DVR. I had it recorded, so like within the last 10 years.
Could you talk about it now without
Yes.
watching it? You could
Yes.
and give a good review, like a good.
Oh yeah, it's one of those movies. It's not a good movie, but I love it, and therefore
There's been a
I
lot
think
of
it's
bad
good.
movies this year.
Yeah, yeah. Like the same thing with Grease too. I recognize that's not a good movie, but I
But it's just
love
it has a
it.
special.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you recognize that?
I
'Cause
still
when
give it a
talk to you,
99.
I don't think you
I
recognize
still love
that.
it.
I
don't
like
care.
that. I think it was fun. I
Yeah.
had fun with that movie.
Yeah, but you know, it's
But 50 times?
for sure.
The only movie you watch that often is The Big Lebowski.
I was thinking, I've
Absolutely
probably
not. I
seen-
saw that once. That
Saw
was
it
enough.
once. That was enough for
I've
me.
probably
Yeah,
seen all
that's
the
overrated.
Star Wars movies. I mean, the original three,
Yeah.
over 50
Oh,
times.
and you want
I
to talk?
don't know that
I've
I can do
seen.
this podcast anymore.
What?
2 people out of the 4
I'll tell you right now, I don't like
not
The Big
a huge
Lebowski.
Big
Yeah.
Lebowski fan. Like, I like
Yeah.
it. I've watched it like 5 or 6 times. I've watched it.
Yeah, I've seen
But
it
as far as
seen
Coen
it
Brothers
once.
movies
once
go,
and pieces of it twice, 2, 3
it's
times.
not even top 3.
Oh, I could tell
It's
you.
not
I
even
could,
top
I
3
have,
Coen Brothers movies for me.
I probably have all the dialogue.
I know, and I
memorized.
know people
Yeah.
like you, man. Ryan's like that. Jim's like that. Like, they are like
I just don't- yeah, I don't-
Lebowski
yeah.
obsessed. I think Ryan and his
I've been
brother went to
Lebowski.
California. And did is it California? Takes place in California?
Kentucky.
Kentucky? Really?
Lebowski Fest.
Oh,
well,
is that
they-
what it? Oh, it was
yeah.
that. Maybe that's what it was. Like
Lebowski Fest is in the main one is in Kentucky.
Have you
But
gone?
they have. I've gone when it's been in Philly and in New York.
But it's filmed in California, right? It's a
Yeah.
California movie. I think they did like some kind of like the real,
Oh, I'm
the
sure.
real
Like a
tour
tour?
of the
Like you can see
Lebowski
places
places and
like
stuff
that.
like that.
Well, I know
Yeah.
the bowling alley's gone. I think it's a school now.
That stinks. That's what I
You
say
guys
when-
watch Schitt's Creek?
Yeah.
You seen it? You know, you can. There's a lot of those places from that show are all in one town.
Oh, yeah.
So you can go, and the cafe's right there, and then across is Bob's garage, like, and then down the street is like the apothecary, whatever it was, and then like
So
the
they
little
kinda
shop.
filmed it on
yeah,
location?
they did.
Yeah.
They filmed it, so you can go there and see
That's
like all
cool,
the different
yeah.
sites. And that
And then, you can
hotel
stay in the
is
hotel?
real.
Can you
The
stay out
hotel,
there?
I think, is in a different town.
All right.
And apparently is now abandoned. But they filmed 2 shows there. They
abandoned, really?
filmed.
Yes, they
Umbrella
filmed
Academy.
Umbrella. I remember when we were watching
At that
Umbrella
hotel,
Academy. We were
yeah.
like, "That's
Oh, the same hotel as Schitt's Creek?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I
Well, a
remember.
little different because when they went inside, like Schitt's Creek, it's run down, obviously. But
Yeah.
when they went inside, it was like
It was probably
it was
also
nicer.
The
And
inside,
was not.
The
big.
inside
yeah.
of the motel is probably not on location. That's
Yeah,
probably a set.
yeah.
But I remember
I
we were
love
watching
that.
Umbrella
Like,
Academy.
you can go to like Gilmore Girls in Vermont or Connecticut and see that whole town. Like,
Well,
you
they
could
have the
see.
Seinfeld New York one.
Yeah.
You can do
Kramer tour? Yeah.
Actually, it's not Gilmore Girls. It's Vampire Diaries. You can go there and see all the locations from that show, and I love that.
The
kind
house
of stuff.
for Breaking Bad. That's in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
People still
Apparently-
throw
yeah.
pizzas on top of the
Yeah. I
roof
think
and
so.
No, they
stuff
put
like
a
that.
fence around
They
the house.
put a
They-
fence
they-
around the
they
house.
throw-
Yeah.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
10 years ago. They've been throwing pizzas on those poor people for 10 years.
The house
And I think
for
it's like an old lady that lives there too.
Christmas Story. That's in Ohio, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
The house
Oh,
where
wow.
all
The
the
Halloween
Yes.
house.
Yes.
In,
Yeah.
the house where all
Haddonfield,
the John Hughes
Yes, the
films
Home
is
Alone
in.
house. Yes, that's
Oh,
Chicago.
that just recently sold for like
Yeah.
$5 million,
Yeah,
I
millions.
think.
But
Yeah.
I think they filmed more than just Home
I would
Alone.
say I think
there.
one of the I think that was a Griswold house.
Oh,
too, or
really?
something
Was that
like
in
that,
Chicago?
maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Well, they're
It was in
all
Chicago,
in that
Chicago,
area.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're all in Shermer, Illinois,
Yeah.
as Jay on Jay and Silent Bob
Yeah.
would say. We're going to Shermer, Illinois.
So what did you watch?
I haven't watched anything. I've was planning on watching a new show last night on Apple with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a limited series.
yeah.
Presumed Innocent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I fell asleep at like 6:30.
Yeah, is that the
Is that
Harrison
a
Ford
Harrison Ford movie? I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Is it a remake of the
Yes,
Harrison Ford
it is.
movie?
Oh, really?
Yes, it
That was
is.
a good movie
Yeah.
with Raul Julia and Die Hard's wife, but Bobby.
What, Witness? They redid Witness?
Bonnie Bedelia.
Bonnie Bedelia.
Yes, they
It's
redid
Harrison
Witness.
Ford. Raul Julia's his lawyer. Bonnie Bedelia's his wife. That was a
Yeah.
good movie.
Yeah, it's limited series. I guess they just. I
Is the
guess they
whole
redid
thing-
it. I never saw the movie, so
I didn't know
maybe
he was
after I watch
legally
the series.
blind.
I just saw
Yeah,
that
I
too.
Who
didn't
is?
see-
Jake Gyllenhaal. He's
Yeah.
legally blind. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
It's like 2400 his vision or something
Yeah.
like
What?
that. Yeah.
So, really? So,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like, he can only see
Wear
real
glasses.
close?
He has to wear glasses or some, and like far away. I guess is I don't know. Yeah,
Wow.
but he's got bad
He's
vision.
got windshield wipers on his contacts.
Somehow that
Jeez.
helped him as an actor, he said.
Okay, sure.
I don't fucking
It
know
helps
what
him
that
get
means.
ripped. 'Cause he's just-
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, sir, can you see yourself in the mirror? No, I can't.
Get bigger then. Oh, okay.
I'll just keep getting bigger until I can actually see myself.
How about you, Mike? You watch anything?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I think a short one just
That's
because
all right.
we.
I did see
this
some
so
new
quick.
stuff coming up. There's a new Gene Wilder documentary.
Yeah, I think
Really?
that already
Coming out,
came out.
yeah.
Oh,
I think
Yeah,
it came
that
out
looks
today
good.
too, or
Okay,
yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah, come on today. Oh man,
Yesterday or today.
So the next mini, we're gonna have 50 things to talk about. We're
And,
gonna watch like all the new shows.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
Sunday when we do Hot
Hot
Dog
Dog?
the movie with
Nice.
Zach.
Very excited.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like that one either.
Sure
Dude,
not.
you're not.
But you know what? Sometimes it's funny to talk about how bad these movies are, so it's fine.
Yeah, but
I
that's
can't-
another
I-
heavy nudity one.
Oh,
I cannot
God.
wait to go over scores with this next movie we're doing because I feel there's going to be a
All over the map.
plethora.
Yeah.
Why don't we get to it then?
All right.
Check us out over there on Spreaker. Download, rate, subscribe, review, do all those things. We're the exciting and new podcast on all of our socials. I'm the Jazoo on Instagram, Jazoo74 on X. This has been the exciting and new mini podcast, and I am Andy.
AE Gonzo 1 on Twitter, AE Gonzo 1970 on Instagram. I'm Jason. God.
Dana Caps on TikTok, Dana Caps 77 on Instagram. I guess I'm Mike.
Well, wait a minute. I'm Mike, and I've got nothing.
Uh,
Then you're Dana.
And it's on
Dana.
Dana.